Hello. I bought something huge and let me just show you. For Asgard. Well, anyhow, this is centr1 gym with the bench and I got it for $500. With taxes $550, but cross cable exercise equipment machine with a bench for $550. That's an awesome deal. Now I need to put it together. Guys, don't have any illusions, okay? This thing is heavy. It says team lift for a reason. Don't even try to purchase and lift it by yourself. You're gonna ruin your back. Have more than one helper, and you'll need a track of N because this thing is heavy. This thing, I got it from Costco. It was on sale. That's why I had to have it. It's pretty big. It's pretty heavy. It's not easy to move around, so my advice, make sure you got the right place so you can set it up in one place and you don't have to move it after, and just put it there and let it be there, and that's one place. In this video you'll see me unpacking and trying to figure out how to put it together. I did few mistakes, okay? You'll see it in the video. First mistake is when you stuck the weights. You don't stuck them. You're gonna put the rubber bumper first, put those shiny steel poles through, get some oil it up to lube it up, and then you slide the weights from top to the bottom one by one. Okay, another mistake I did, at the bottom there is bolts that you should not be tied it up until step 10 of assembly. So I tied it up too soon and then I had to redo it. That was unnecessary extra work on my end. There is a better videos about how to put it together. Go ahead and look it up. If you want to see my experience, then go ahead and watch my video. Thank you so much. Be strong, stay healthy, good luck. Oh, don't forget to subscribe, like, and do all this good jazz so my canal goes high. Thanks. And the goal is just to let it flat and then open and take it apart.
It's gonna be loud.
That's a lot of parts. Look. The guide. We should be okay. That things look complicated. I'm gonna take this bench out of my way and I'll get this bench out of the way. Is so much lighter. See those brick looking boxes? That's where the weights are. So I'm just gonna get this out of the way and this little mesh cover. While I'm doing it, I'm just gonna get rid of all this cardboard that serve its purpose and not need anymore, so it's out of my way too. Well, lifting those boxes, each of them is 50 pounds. Step 1, those big arms connect to something like that and something like that. Now I see those big arms. I just need to find those. Okay, this part is right here. This one. This is the box that has cables and all the nuts and bolts. All right, so far is what I got. Look how cool is that. See, step 1, and you go to the bolts and it says which bolts for which step. So step 1, this is my bolts and that's everything here for step 1. Oh, that's awesome. Let's make it so much easier. This one is this one right here, because it has those holes and the square. The base is slowly coming together. Now I just need to attach this piece in the middle and the base will be set. Together you have to have one washer on this end, another washer on this end. Well, that was step one. So much love if I find out that box has tools, because I've been using my tools. Step two is much easier. I just need to find two poles with the rolls. And from what left here, it's these two. One is right here, and one is on this side. Guys, kind of like this. The rolly thingy facing towards the back of the whole structure, and those handles, adjusting handles, should be inside this frame. Now I would recommend to have an extra helper to hold it, so when you put it together it doesn't fall down on your head. But if you don't have anyone, if you just place it correctly, it's just gonna sit there. Make sure you align it with those holes and secure it with bolts and nuts. Step two, bolts and nuts. Now it's resemble what it's supposed to be. The difference was here you have to use this head of the bolt. Over there the nuts was on the inside. Over here the nuts was on the outside. Look, it's getting smaller and smaller. Step three. Oh, I'm gonna put the weights and put this thing on top of the weights to slide and glide. I found this, and I found this. Okay. This one is in the box, and this is the slide and glide rail. Guys, it was this rubber bumpers, and they were in the box where all the bolts nuts were. Okay. First, I'm gonna put these two bumpers. I'm gonna stack up all the weights, and on top of that, when it's done, I'm going to put this thing, set up those rails, these two bolts to secure it at the bottom. This side gonna be at the top, okay? The hole will be at the front, and this little square is that when we later attach the numbers for each weight. There you go. First one go. After you stack it all together, it's not gonna be really aligned, so that's why you really need this long poles with these holes on one end, and that end will go through the whole thing, through these holes, through all weights. Will align everything and keep it in place. Now when you stack it, just be careful, it's not really stable, so it might fall down at any moment. Yeah, this didn't work, so I took it apart. First I'm going to put these poles in and then slide the weights from the top one by one, because I was able to get those pulled through the weights all the way down, but when I get to rubber stoppers I just couldn't. It just didn't work out. Those two bolts just walked right through. There's no nuts needed, but the tool was a little different size. Here you go. I'm gonna slide all those weights on top of it. I did not. This gym will make you work out just by putting it together. You're gonna exercise. Okay, this part is done. Okay. Next step. This looks easy. Step 4. use this bolt to attach this thing. Now in the holes and screwed it in. This piece of doo-doo caused me a lot of work because it wasn't aligning, so I had to lose some nuts and I still couldn't put the last one. So step 5, that big pole bolts from step 5. This is the big pole in the back over there. Front and back, and 2 on the side. Leave it loose, it says. Step 6, something I go at the top. I think it's this piece right there. See? Let's go right here. Bolts on the outside, the nuts on the inside. Just need to put one more here and one more there to make it work. Before I moved to step 7, I decided to clear everything from plastic and cardboard so I know exactly what I have, so it will be easier for me to find things. I'm not opening is the bench. Yeah, bench, you can wait. This guy. When you're looking at the bolts and nuts for step 7, there is the tools. Here, there are all tools here. What the? Oh my god! Why didn't I look sooner? So it does come with the tools. And, step 7, we need to attach that tablet holder. There is a tablet holder. Like I say, it looks the same, but they are different. So make sure you use the longer one on the bottom part and the shorter one at the top of the handle.
This one here, and this one over there.
Step 8, look really serious. This big piece goes on top and tighten all hard. This is the piece that we need to put on top of all this construction we built. I secure the top and the bottoms. I attach this one, wiggle it a little bit before you tie it up to place all 4 bolts in a place, and then you can tie it up. Step 9, it's just cosmetics. So I need to put these 2 plastic pieces together and secure it with this screws. So here's those 2 plastic pieces. Step 9, put this piece of plastic I put together on top of that whole thing. It just fall in place like this. Okay, and then if you look at the bottom behind, like this area right here, you can put the screw here, screw here. Guys, correction, there was a total of 6 screws. We used every single one of them. 2 of them went over there, 2 of them went over there in the middle, and 2 went over there closer to the front. It's the same type of attachment like this one, but it's just one right here and one right here, and the same on the other side. So 3 here and 3 on the other side, total of 6. Step 10, go and put half ring parts and the mesh. So the mesh is over there, those half circular half rings. Okay, let's get back to it. I had to take a break, step away, get some coffee and food into me. Overall, the process is really not that complicated, but it's time consuming. So I don't know, it took me a few hours. One of the things I have to undo is should not tighten those up yet. This 2 at the bottoms should not tighten it up, and I'm gonna use this holes in the middle of the pole to get this next step done. So these parts are identical. So the one that goes on the top though, when you attach them, you have to make sure that this hooks facing upwards, okay? But when you're going to attach the bottom rings, you're going to use the bolts from previous step that I have undo now. And this hook right here need to be facing downwards. So the bottom is secure. And the one that goes in the middle is secure as well. But there is more to do. Okay, it's in place. This goes on the side and that big part is on the back. I think that's to hang the bench later on. Okay, step 11, attach the bench. Well, the bench is over there still in plastic, so I'm gonna skip that one. Do cable routing diagram. Oh sheesh. Box. Now we need to use this cable. First, use that end on the one side and secure it over. After you secure it over there, the other end go between these two wheels. You can take this off. That way it will be easier to get it through. After you got it through, now you have to go under the top and put it over this wheel. From here in the wheel to the top wheel. Okay, from here, this wheel, top wheel, down, 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 to the weights wheel, and go under the weight wheel. To the weight wheel, but I had to take the wheel off to put the cable and then put the wheel back on. Otherwise it wouldn't slide through. Now I'm going to take the cable to the top again, to this wheel under the top. And then from the top, go down. The wheel from the stand, go between the wheel. Now we're going to reattach that bolt and put it in the hole. Oh my, finally. Alright guys, short version, an extra cable, you attach one end and you remove the thing from another end. When you need to screw this so the cable doesn't twist, you need to push it forward so this thing comes out, and that's when it's easier to turn this part. When you're done, you pull it back and that's it. Alright, so from here you go between the wheels of the first arm, then on the top wheels over the wheel and down between the poles. Don't wrap it around the pole, to the weight wheel. Weight wheel has another bolt that I need to secure now. You will have to take it off so you can put the cable through and get it from the other side. Take it up, secure the wheel, take it up to the wheel at the top, over the wheel, down to the other arm wheel, between two wheels, and secure another end. Put these attachments back and secure it. If you know how high it should be, let me know in the comments, because I'm just gonna leave it like this. It seems to be working. Test. There you go. It works. All right, the mesh, you have two pieces. So this, as you can see, it's hole in here. So just slide it on the top, but not all the way, and then on the bottom. If you struggle and just pull it up, it's bendy. Pull it up and slide it in, and then you can adjust it until it's all the way through. And do the same for another side. Almost done. Let's get those stickers. Make sure you put sticker number 2 on the first plate and number 1 on the first attachment because it has weight too. And just continue down the line. Surprise! It stopped at 16, but there is 5 more. So what I think you can do, maybe, I'm not sure, but buy more of the weight and maybe attach more weight with more numbers. Right, guys, it's all set up and it's working, sturdy. Let me see what I have left. I have something that looks like a cup holder with some attachment. I have no idea what it is. I have this, which I don't know what it is for. A few extra stickers. Tour workout. And this is the tools it came with. And a manual. Now what I use, this is what I use to cut through things, to cut from harder things. Regular screwdriver. This was a lifesaver. 11/16. This was great. 11/16 size. Same as this one. This too. And sometimes I had to hammer things in. Maybe once. I also keep those boxes from the weights in case I need to move, so I can put boxes in those. I can put weights in these boxes. It will be easier to transport. I put the bench together so it's not sitting in my garage. Let me know if you want a video about that. It shouldn't be too complicated. Here it is. So I kind of tested, everything works just fine. Thank you for watching. I hope this video was helpful. Be strong, stay safe, bye.